Hey guys, how are y'all? Stacy Hodge here. I am a review director with Awakened, and I'm excited to be with y'all tonight and share a little bit about what's got the buzz, what's gotten everybody so excited. It's already going viral. I just a little bit about me, and I I just joined in late October. A friend of mine told me about it, Leah. She told me about it kind of by accident. We were in the middle of a conversation about something completely different, and she mentioned something, and it didn't, I didn't get it at first. And then I was like, I got to thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute, what? And I went back to our conversation. I was like, wait, what'd you say? And so I asked some questions, and a few minutes later, we got on the phone with Tony and Tracy, and I hammered them with questions for over an hour. And by the time I got off the phone with them, I knew that this was something that I had to be a part of. Like, there was no ifs, ands, and buts about it. As someone who has struggled with her weight as far back as I can remember, I knew that with the science behind this and all the information that I had been given, that it wasn't a question for me. Like, I absolutely positively had to be a part of it all. And a couple of days after we got off the phone, I ordered my starter pack and got my bottles on the way. Of course, the product didn't start shipping until October the 31st. So this is brand spanking new. Technically, we are still in hang on, this is not working. Technically, we are still in pre-launch phase. We are brand new. It's a brand new company, and it's got some great experience in the corporate and the developers and the product developer and the sorry, this is not working. Anyway, yeah, so we've got some great experience backing us up, and with all the information that was shared with me, I knew that I had to be a part of it. So, a little bit about Awakened. It has acquired the worldwide distribution rights of a patented formulation and clinically tested breakthrough product called Zenith. It's a proven fat loss accelerator that works through the body's leptin system. Now, when I first heard leptin, I was very skeptical because I had never heard of it. I was one of those people that I've literally tried every product out there on the market, just about. And I'm one of those that I will stand on my head and do whatever it is that you ask me to do if it will help me lose weight. And I had tried so much, even going to a nutritionist and eating a certain amount of calories and doing exercise and whatever. And I'd lose a little bit, but never did lose much, not as much as I thought for the effort that I was putting in. So I was always stumped as to why it was so hard for me. And I blamed it on everything on the planet. But when they told me about leptin, I was pretty sure, I'm like, did y'all make up something called leptin just to sell me a product? And, I was just super skeptical about it. And come to find out, no, they did not make up leptin. It's actually a hormone in your body. And fat is what produces leptin. And leptin keeps your body storing fat. So it's just a vicious cycle. But let's talk a little bit about Zenith and what it is and what it does. So the power of Zenith. They had a 8-week double-blind placebo-controlled study. It was multiple universities involved, and what they found is in the 8-week study, the average participant lost 3.96 inches off their waist, 1.2 inches off of each thigh, 3.28 inches off their hips, and 21.3 pounds of fat. That's a lot of fat in 8 weeks. And that's the average. So obviously, some people lost more than that. Some people lost less, depending on. But each participant, it was, like I said, it was placebo controlled, and it was a double blind study. But it was controlled inside the university. So the participants ate the same amount of calories each day, and they exercised a few times a week. They came into the facility in exercise. So they were doing the same exact calories and I'm gonna move this far. Sorry, I couldn't see. Same amount of calories and the same amount of exercise. The placebo group only lost like I think 8 pounds or something like that, and the Zenith group lost an average of 21.3 pounds. It's 100% of those that participated with Zenith lost fat. So there's not any other product on the market that I've ever seen or heard of, including pharmaceuticals, that can boast 100% effectiveness. The participants enjoyed 90% greater fat loss than the placebo group. Like I said, they had the same daily caloric intake. So why is losing weight so difficult? We already touched on this just a little bit, but we often think that losing weight is simply about eating fewer calories and exercising more. And if that's the case, then why don't we lose more? And why do we lose some and then gain it all back? It has to do with your hormones, and leptin is a hormone, and it absolutely sabotages our weight loss efforts. So let's talk a little bit about leptin. Leptin is a hormone made by fat cells, like I said earlier, that regulates food intake and energy expenditure by communicating with the brain. So it's the gatekeeper of your fat metabolism. It's sending little signals to your brain. The message that leptin sends to the brain is keep eating and store fat, or stop eating and burn fat. So many of us who are leptin resistant are constantly hearing those signals to keep eating, that you're hungry, that you need more, you're never satiated, you're never full. And you wonder why that is. Why is your body not working the way that it's supposed to, the way God intended? Well, it has to do with leptin. Leptin was discovered in 1994 at Rockefeller University. Scientists originally thought if they gave leptin to overweight people that they would lose weight, but they quickly discovered that was not the case. Overweight people actually have too much leptin and are leptin insensitive, much like insulin resistant or insulin insensitive. Your leptin levels are directly tied to the total amount of body fat you have. So this is exciting news, since we know that we have something that can help with that. Too much leptin signals the brain to keep eating and store the fat. At this point, your brain ignores every other message. So it doesn't matter if you're dieting and exercising, eating right, eating clean, all the other things out there. And like I said, sometimes you are losing a little bit of weight, but not as much as you could. So this could be the culprit. The more fat you have, the more negative leptin messages are being sent to your brain, which creates leptin resistance. Leptin resistance sabotages all other efforts, causing you to feel hungry and eat more, even though your body has plenty of fat stored up. And this is igniting a very vicious cycle, as you can see. Your body's constantly hearing the signals to eat more and to store body fat, and you're constantly wanting to eat. So this could be your problem. This is why Zenith works. So Zenith gently decreases the leptin levels to restore accurate communication between your fat cells and the brain. This allows your brain to hear these stop eating, burn fat messages. So all of that fat that you have stored up in your body, that it's leptin resistant, your body is saying, I've got to keep this stored. I've got to keep this stored. Once you get your leptin balanced, then suddenly your body is releasing or letting go of that adipose fat, that stored body fat that comes in our midsection and thigh area, that area that is so hard to lose weight from. The great thing about Zenith is that it contains absolutely zero harmful stimulants. It's made of all natural polysaccharides and fatty acids, and it is safe for long-term weight loss. Results that speak for themselves. The multiple university double-blind placebo-controlled study shows that Zenith reduces fat, reduces weight, reduces leptin, increases adiponectin, which again, adiponectin is something that I had never heard of before, wasn't familiar with. It's another hormone in your body. The adiponectin, what it does is tells your body or helps your body create lean muscle. So as you're letting go of stored body fat, You're eating less because you're satiated and your body's now receiving those signals saying, I do not need to keep eating. I am no longer hungry. And then your adiponectin is being increased in your body, which is helping your body gain lean muscle. So that's going to change your body composition. That's why you'll see a lot of these people that lose a lot of weight really quick, they're losing water weight and they're losing muscle mass in their body, not just fat. So you'll see that those people, when they lose weight, their body kind of looks, saggy, and they just kind of look tired. And that's why, because they're losing water weight, they're losing muscle, and they're losing fat. With Zenith, you're not losing water weight and you're not losing muscle mass. You're actually gaining muscle mass. So that changes the composition of your body. It increases your metabolic function and it improves your muscle to fat ratio. It is also 90% more effective than diet and exercise alone. And guys, I don't know about you, but I don't really care for it. It's not my favorite thing on the planet to diet or to exercise. So if I can take something that will make those efforts 90% more effective, then I am down with that. I'm completely 100% for it. Now I'm going to share more of my screen with you. I want you guys to see some of the photos that I have. Hang on. Let me see if this is going to work like it's supposed to. Okay. Can y'all see this picture on the screen? Can y'all see the side-by-side photo? Give me a thumbs up if you can see the side-by-side photo. Is it not working? Okay. Hang on just a second. I'm going to pause my share. I'm going to stop it. Okay. Now you guys can see. I'm going to share my screen. Actually, okay. If I pull this up now, can you see the picture now? Still can't. Okay. Well, I wonder why it's not working this time. I'll do this every week. Let me try one more thing. Okay. Let's try this. Now, can you see the picture? Can you see the photos? Okay, great. This is me. I really didn't want to share these pictures. It's not my favorite thing on the planet, but I'm one of those, like I said, I'm a complete skeptic. I was a skeptic when I started taking the product. I was a skeptic when I first heard about the product, but I knew I had to try it, right? Because as someone who struggled and someone who's tried everything on the planet, was getting ready to go have surgery, I had to give this a try. These are my results. This, the first pictures were taken 11/21. I had just started taking Z on the 15th of November. And then you'll see the results. They're not huge, but I bought one of those, Renfo scales, the smart scale, because again, as a skeptic, I want to know, you're telling me that I'm not going to lose water weight and I'm not going to lose muscle mass. I'm going to lose fat. So I bought one of those smart scales that tell me the difference in all of those. And I really meant, oh, I did pull up my numbers. Here are my numbers. I will show you. Okay. This shows the inches lost for my neck, shoulder, chest, waist. You can see all the different numbers for a total loss of almost 13 inches all over. And on that scale, it showed me how much fat loss in my BMI, and all of that. And it showed that my fat decreased. My muscle mass increased, even though I was not working out. My water level actually increased. My bone density stayed the same. My bone mass, or whatever you want to call it, stayed the same. So those are great results, if you ask me. This is my friend Nancy. She's one of the first ones that I spoke to that had, she got to be a tester of the product early on. So she had already started taking the product and had already had results. These are 24 days. She has not dieted or exercised, which we do not recommend. We recommend that you do try to move your body a few times a week and that you do try to decrease the amount of calories that you're taking in, as the product is going to help your efforts by 90%. So you can see that she's lost over 15 inches all over her body. It's absolutely an amazing transformation. You'll see that our participants with the product, you don't see that their bodies are sagging. You don't see that they're kind of sad looking or frumpy looking, you see that they look tighter, they look stronger because they're losing fat and they're gaining muscle. This is absolutely amazing. This is another teammate of mine, a friend of mine, Christina. And you can see this was just a few days with her, the difference in just her neck area. She sent me this picture. She said, "Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because I don't think I'm really seeing this." And I said, "Yes, you can absolutely see it. It's absolutely amazing." This is another testimony that was shared. We have a testimonial group. If you have not been added to that, please get with the person who invited you here tonight and have them add you to our testimony group. It's called, what is it called? Time for Change. That's what it's called. But make sure that you get added to that testimony group. There's so many testimonies that get shared every day and every week. And it's very inspiring to see each one of the different stories. I'd already clicked on that one. This one absolutely blew my mind, guys. Look at that. From the 15th of November to the 29th of November, from not being able to button her pants at all or even get them closed to being able to button her pants. These are the kind of results that people are experiencing, which is absolutely amazing to me. It's just mind blowing, and I love seeing it. It's very encouraging as well to see something that is finally working for so many people that have struggled for so very long. So you can see that the results are absolutely speaking for themselves. Awakened is a movement designed to create and created to help you remember how incredibly powerful that you are. And it's being achieved through awakened health, awakened self, and awakened wealth. There are programs that, of course, we're brand new, like I said, so our programs are in the works, but we're going to have exercise, we're going to have nutrition, we're going to have all kinds of different things, and basically a course that's going to help you with your mindset. I think mindset goes a long way with this as well. Our mindset program will teach how you can rewire your brain and achieve even better results. But we're going to sweat together. We're going to have exercise programs and things like that, which I think are great. Okay, so we've talked about the product. We've shown you results. We've talked about how it works. Let's talk about how you can get your products. There are 3 different ways to get your products. You can purchase retail, as a preferred customer, or wholesale. None of these come with a contract. Your wholesale membership, that's what I chose to do because I'm just one of those. I want to save as much money as I can. We all know that stretching the mighty dollar is getting harder and harder these days. Everything is going up with inflation and shrinkflation. The products are getting smaller and the money, that you spend is getting bigger. So however I can save money, that's how I choose to do it. So the membership for wholesale price is $50 for 1 year. That's an entire year, and it's not a contract. It is not a monthly order. You do not have to order each and every month. You order when you want. Of course, you're not going to order be without your product, right? But you're going to save $25 per bottle. So that $50 membership you're going to make back in 2 months. With the membership, you have the option of buying 2 starter packs. You can get 2 bottles of Zenith for $260. This is great, especially if you want to have an accountability partner, or if you have a spouse or a best friend that you want to work with, and you can get 2 bottles and you both can get started at the same time. And that saves you $10 as well. Or you can get a 4 bottle starter pack for $500. But like I said, the retail option and the preferred options are there. The preferred customer price is going to save you $15 per bottle. And again, that's not a contract. It is a monthly auto ship. You can cancel at any time, even after the first order. That's just a convenient way for you to get your product every month without, oh, I forgot to order and I'm already out, So it's just a convenience thing. It's not I got you and I'm going to make you spend money every month kind of a thing. So anytime that you want to cancel, you absolutely can. It comes with a 60-day money back guarantee, of course. And so far, the short time that I've been here with the company, they've been very easy to work with. They've been very helpful as much as they possibly can. And so far, we haven't had any major issues. Everybody that's taken the product has had great results. I do have some that are struggling. I will say that I started off real strong, and then I started struggling, and then I got sick with and ended up getting a shot of steroids, which has kind of set me back a little bit. It's made me a little puffy. That's steroids tend to do, but they're wearing off, thank goodness, and I'm getting back on track. But some people also have had issues. I'll go ahead and tell you up front, I'm all about transparency. We have learned that it has a veggie cap, because so many people are interested in, vegan and vegetarian, that they created the product that they're shipping now with a vegetarian capsule. Some people do not have enough digestive enzymes or stomach acids, if you want to call it, to break down that capsule. So some people, me included, have started opening the capsule and taking it in a little bit of applesauce or yogurt, or even just putting it in water and throwing it back. It doesn't have a medicine taste. It's not like bitter or nasty, or doesn't really taste like anything at all. So that's been easy for me to do as well. I also started taking some digestive enzymes, to help break that down. And like I said, I can start feeling the effects of it. One of the things that I noticed probably the quickest of all is I started sleeping better. Like almost immediately, I was sleeping like a deeper sleep. I tell people it's like a slobbering teenager. Like I sleep really, really hard and really good, and I wake up feeling rested. One of the second things that I noticed after I started taking the product was I was feeling satiated, which is something that, I'm from the South where we like to eat, and I'm a Baptist. We really like to eat. I tell people it's a double whammy. But I don't or didn't have a lot of willpower or self-control when it comes to really good food. If it tastes really good, then I want to keep eating it. I have noticed with this that it's not the willpower that it takes to push the plate away when you're full, that you actually kind of feel like, ooh, this is yummy, yummy, yummy. And then all of a sudden it's like, ugh, I do not want any more. Like it made it very easy for me to push the food away and not feel like I still wanted to eat it. Does that make sense? So for me, that feeling, it helped a lot. That, obviously I was decreasing the amount of food that I was eating and stuff like that. So I think that's why it was easy for me to start losing weight pretty quick. And then I noticed also my moods seemed to be getting a little better. And then I also started feeling a natural energy. It was nothing like a bounce off the wall kind of energy, as there's no stimulants in the products. But it was just kind of a natural energy that was just like, I think it's the way that you're supposed to feel, right? It's got that just kind of natural energy. Instead of feeling like 3 o'clock, like I'm dying and I need a nap, I'm fine throughout the day. So those were great benefits for me. There's also a benefit to those that are interested. I know that it's not for everybody, that if you wanted to become a member and earn income with the company, then that's absolutely easy to do. I made income my very first day. I joined on a Thursday, started sharing it, and on Friday we got paid. We get paid weekly. And these on the screen, if you can see that these are some of our membership. You don't have to buy one of these to become a member, but they are still available for anybody who is interested in that until they're sold out. There was a limited number of those, and when they're sold out, they're gone. But it is available there. The opportunity is, if you want to earn an income, there are people that have gone all in and have made an incredible income right out of the gate. I know my first month with the company was absolutely incredible. I made what I was making, after almost 10 years with another company in my first month here. So it's available there for you. Or if you just want to share with a few friends and maybe just earn the cost of your product back, that's also available too. Again, as a member, you can just be a wholesale member, wholesale customer. You do not have to share it with others, but the option is there for you. I hope that you will get back with the person that invited you to join us tonight. And if you have any questions, I'm going to stop the recording. Again, thanks for spending your time with me. I am going to stop the